Brooklyn Independent Television.
And now it's time for some garden greens and gourmet grub. We recently caught up with author and blogger Cathy Erway, who took us on a tour of the rooftop garden at 6 Point Craft Ales. And she told us about her latest blog, Lunch at 6 Point. Yoko, catch.
Hi, my name's Cathy Erway. I'm the blogger of Not Eating Out in New York, and now my new blog, Lunch at 6 Point, and the author of The Art of Eating In, How I Learned to Stop Spending and Love the Stove. What was my inspiration for Lunch at 6 Point? I think that it was really just this garden. I wanted to share it with other people, and the trials and tribulations of starting out a rooftop garden, first of all. And I'm not, an experienced gardener either, so I thought it'd be fun to share that. And I think that a lot of people are really getting into home gardening, urban gardening, rooftop gardening, as well as chicken raising. You're such a hog, Beaker. Beaker is the littlest one, but she is the most... We started pretty early. This is a white eggplant. It's going to be awesome. This is another type of eggplant that hasn't quite developed yet. This is all corn, of course. We got some corn stalks. Oh, that's going to be a great baby year of corn. And this is the, two potato plants that we just dug up today for lunch. And as you can see, there's another one right here. We got a potato there. So we also have this rainwater collection system. Basically, it's totally empty now because it hasn't rained for almost 3.5 weeks. But rainwater is collected from this rooftop, and it drains into these tubs. And normally we turn this on and we get several gallons full of rainwater to water the plants with. When you grow your own garden, it's really fun getting to grow all these ingredients that you wouldn't normally find, maybe even a farmer's market. I like to just throw something together and just feed everybody. I always like to feed people, so having an audience for that was perfect. Yeah. Mix it all around. All right. Lunch is served. My boyfriend Shane owns and he founded 6 Point Brewery. So that's how I started coming here and hanging out here in the kitchen.
There was a substantial cost with just kind of retrofitting some of these planters. So although the kegs were free because they were destined to the scrapyard, you still had to retrofit them by cutting off the tops and getting the soil here and stuff like that. A garden has a high upfront capital cost, but then it continually spits out a dividend. Once you get the infrastructure in place, it's just constantly giving, proliferating. So like you pick a tomato and you come back the next day and there's like another one waiting for you.
I was cooking lunches every so often for the staff that works here at the brewery, and it occurred to me that, a blog centered around communal lunches would be a fun idea. And, as it turns out, this is just really my life now, tending to this garden and using it to make lunches. So I figured, I gotta be honest, stick with whatever's in my life, so that's my new blog. So this is where I usually upload the photos that I took this morning and correct them, and then upload them to Flickr, and then plop them into my blog post, which I'll probably get to a little later on. It's really a creative challenge for me, and I really enjoy it, throwing together dishes from whatever that day, presents to you. And we're also very blessed because there's a community farm here, Added Value, which is literally like across the street. What other neighborhood has one of those? So, Red Hook, I think it's wonderful. It's like this ghost town in the middle of the biggest town in the country. It has this totally different vibe. There's this maritime air. It's right by the sea. There's like these beautiful piers. You can walk along, and especially at night, it's really nice. It's a great part of town to be in to just chill out, relax. My plans for the future are just to keep on, raising these chickens, growing these vegetables, and hopefully writing more books.
Become a fan on Facebook, like Brooklyn Independent Television.